Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode number 11, the beginning of season 2 of my Philadelphia Phillies franchise here on MLB 15, the show. And today we are back with the first regular season episode for season 2. We're going up against the Washington Nationals. Mike Fiers versus Lucas Giolito is your pitching matchup. Fiers making his first start as a Philadelphia Philly. He was one of our offseason pickups. We signed him to a 2-year, $1.8 million contract. And Lucas Giolito, arguably the best pitching prospect in baseball as it stands today, making his MLB debut for the Washington Nationals. And this game is really, I think, a sign of things to come, because you're going to see from this Washington Nationals team, and we already know that the Nationals are, a powerhouse of an MLB team right now. They've got a stacked roster, maybe the best pitching rotation in baseball, and maybe the best player in baseball in Bryce Harper, but one thing that GM Mike Rizzo has done so well, really in this last offseason specifically, was sort of retool that farm system and make sure that when guys like Ian Desmond, Doug Fister, Jordan Zimmerman, guys like that hit free agency, that they're going to have the young guys to supplement those losses and, keep the team competitive. And, it's already a team with a lot of good young players, like Anthony Rendon is going to take this pitch to deep left field. That is back, and that's going to be a solo home run off of Mike Fiers. But, Anthony Rendon, Bryce Harper. But on top of that, you're going to see two guys really highlighted in this episode, Lucas Giolito and Trey Turner. Now, Turner was acquired from San Diego in the Steven Souza, Will Myers trade from last offseason in real life. And they also got Joe Ross in that trade. But Lucas Giolito was a first-round pick from a couple years ago. And I believe he had Tommy John surgery at one point, and that's why his stock fell. So they got him in the middle of the first round. But really, he has, become one of the best pitching prospects in baseball. And you're going to see him absolutely dominate today. But anyway, we've got our first chance at a hit here, and I actually decided to challenge this call. As you can see, I don't know if that's supposed to be the bench coach or the video man or whatever, giving us the thumbs up. So manager Ryan Sandberg is going to end up giving the challenge to the umpires. The umpires would get the review from New York, and they would overturn the call, rule Cody Ashley's safe, and that would be our first hit of the ball game in the bottom of the second. Now 1-2 count to Yulieski Gurriel. He's going to strike out swinging on that fastball. Now Giolito features a plus fastball. He can get that up there, 96, 97, and he features a really strong curveball. You can see it right there. That thing comes in and it looks just like a fastball, and then the just tail drops off of it, and it's so hard to hit in this game. But anyway, this was Giolito's first career start, so it was pretty interesting to see. Here's his first career at-bat. The first pitch he's going to take to deep left field. Ashley going back at the track. He makes the catch right up against the wall, but Lucas Giolito just missed a home run by about 5 feet right there. That one was close. But luckily, Fiers kept him in the ballpark there. Now we're into the bottom of the third. Fiers up 0-2 count. He's going to go down looking. I actually struck out on 3 pitches that at bat and didn't swing at a single one of them. I mean, Giolito was just absolutely overpowering people at this point. But top 4 now, Trey Turner up. So here's the other, sort of young guy I want to highlight in this video. You're going to see him wreak havoc today, not only with his bat, but also on the base path. So Trey Turner, one of his, one of the things that makes him such a good prospect is his speed. And so you can see Michael Franco playing in on the grass right there to prevent the bunt. That's going to allow that ball to get through into left field. And then Turner off for second. He's in there safely, so he steals second base. Again, showing off the wheels right there. Now Harper up 2-2 count. That's going to be strike 3 swinging on the changeup. So a nice pitch by Fiers to get the first out of the inning. That's a big out. So now we got a man on second with one out. But Turner's going for third. The throwdown, not in time. Turner's got a second steal of the ball game. Now we've got a man on third with just one out. Wilson Ramos up 0-2 count. That's going to be a passed ball. Turner's coming home. It didn't get too far away from catcher Christian Vasquez. So Turner's going to be out at the plate with some youthful exuberance right there, sort of catching up to him. But anyway, we're going to skip out to the top of the 5th. Jason Worth up. He's going to go down swinging on that inside cut fastball. So Fiers pitching pretty well so far. He's about through 5 innings right now. He's got, I think, maybe 2 or 3 strikeouts. Not the highest number in the world, but we've got Yunel Escobar up now in 0-2 count. And the 50th pitch of the afternoon, that's going to be another strikeout, and this was a filthy pitch. We'll take a look at the replay here. Escobar was completely out in front of this one. He could do nothing with that. So Fiers pitching really well so far. He's kind of matching Giolito other than the one mistake to Rendon. But here's Giolito, 3-2 count to Jose Miguel Fernandez. He's going to rip this one into left center field, but that is going to be tracked down by the center fielder, Denard Span. So one of the few times it really got solid contact off of Giolito so far, and it results in an out. But 2-2 count to Giolito leading off the next inning. That's going to be hit into right field, and that will be a fair ball down the line. Brown over to play it in foul territory. Giolito rounding first, heading for 2. The throw in is offline and not in time. So Lucas Giolito with his first career major league hit. And this was a fantastic piece of hitting. I guess you could qualify Giolito as a pitcher who rigs, but take a look at this outside pitch. He just goes the other way with that and pokes that one down the right field line. So a really fantastic piece of hitting. Now Trey Turner up next, or 2 batters later with an 0-1 count. That is going to be ripped into left field. That will be a fair ball off the wall, played by Ashley. Turner's going to have no problem getting into second, and it will be an RBI double for the rookie shortstop, the former first-round pick from the San Diego Padres in the 2014 Major League Draft. Now top 6 still after Turner gets to third with 2 outs. Ramos into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Turner will come around and score, and it's a 3-0 ball game. So Fires have been pitching really well up to this point, but he allows 2 runs here in the 6th, and that is going to extend the Nationals' lead. Rendon would be up next. The 1-1 count, that's going to be ripped into right field. Brown going back on it, puts his glove up and makes the catch. So that would do it for Fires. He would be due up the next inning, and we would pinch it for him. So his day would be done after 6. We're into the bottom of the 6th. That would double Herrera up, and Herrera is going to poke this one into left field. That will be a base hit. Another nice piece of hitting right there. Herrera taking the outside pitch, going the other way with it. So now we've got a chance with Joey Bats up, batting second in the lineup today. Herrera is going to steal second, so he should be able to score on a single with his type of wheels. So this becomes a huge at-bat for Jose Bautista in just his 5th game with the Phillies. The 2-2 count, and he strikes out swinging. Could not hold up his swing there. Again, that's Giolito's great curveball, and he ends up getting these strikeouts. So Bautista goes down. We are through 6 now. Take a look at the 6th inning recap. It's a 3-0 lead for the Nationals. Giolito's held our offense in check. Only 2 hits, but also only 3 Ks. So hopefully, we can get something going here in the late innings. Adam Warren will now come in for Mike Fiers. Warren's the other guy who we signed in the offseason, the other pitcher who ended up losing out on the 5th starter spot in the in spring training to Mike Fiers. He's going to allow a solo home run to Jason Worth right there. That's going to make it a 4-0 ball game. So the lead grows for the Nationals, and with Giolito still on the mound, this lead is looking like it might just be insurmountable as Warren allows that solo shot. Now top 7 still, runner on first. That's going to be a sac bunt. Bautista throw to second is wild and into center field. So the struggles continue for the Philadelphia Phillies. We've seen some pretty bad defensive plays in the last couple of episodes from this team. And Bautista playing first base. He usually plays right field for Toronto, but he has played first base in the past. And after we moved to Ryan Howard, that's where we really wanted to put him full time, especially at his his old age. He's not really the best defensive right fielder anymore. But anyway, now a couple batters later, Trey Turner up. He's going to actually fly this one to left. So Warren would work around the jam, fortunately enough. Bautista's error would prove to not be too costly. And now Michael Franco up 1-1 count in the bottom of the 7th. He rips one to deep left field. That ball is back, and that is a no-doubter, a solo home run. And that is going to cut the lead back down to 3, so some signs of life from the Phillies offense. Finally, we get something going. That's probably, I want to say it's our first extra base hit off of Giolito all game long. And it's really one of the few times we've made good contact. But Franco took that changeup, waited on it, and accounted for its sinking motion, got the barrel of the bat around it, and ended up taking that 1 yard. So top 8 now, Bryce Harper up. Harper's going to rip one to the shortstop, and that's going to eat Jose Miguel Fernandez up. And then a late reaction by Cody Ashe is going to let Harper waltz into second base right there with a double. So again, the poor defensive plays continue for the Phillies. Now Wilson Ramos up with Harper on second. Ramos going to rip one to center field. That ball is back, but Herrera will get under it. He will make the play. Harper tagging from second will try to get to third with just 1 out, and he will do so successfully. So now the Nationals are in prime scoring position after a walk to the next batter. Ryan Zimmerman up. He's going to fly one to left, and Ashe with the misplay. So that one gets down. Harper will score, and then runners are going to advance to second and third now with still just 1 out. Adam Warren not doing himself any favors, but also the defense not really picking him up. So Jason Worth up 0-2 count. He's going to go down swinging on the 2-seamer. The second strikeout of the day for Jason Worth, and a big one right there. So now still top 8. Next batter is Yunel Escobar. 1-2 count. Grounds it softly. Warren off the mound. Plants and fires at the first in time. And that will do it. Warren works out of the jam, but he allows 2 earned runs. Or I believe 2 earned runs. I'm not sure if they ruled one of those unearned thanks to the couple of misplays there. But we're into the bottom of the 8th now. After we get a man on first, that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And that will work Giolito out of the 8th. So we're on to the bottom of the 9th now. Giolito going for the complete game, only at 69 pitches. And really, after Giolito settled in, I just decided I wanted to try and swing early in the count and get ahead, so that I could avoid getting the 2-strike curveball. And it really didn't work. He was just dominating no matter what we did. There, he's going to break Bautista's bat. He will make the play off the mound for out number 2. That's going to leave it all up to Dominic Brown now. With the 1-0 count, 2 outs in the inning, the 75th pitch of the evening for Giolito. He jams Brown, flares one to left field. That will be hauled in by Escobar, and that will do it. The Washington Nationals take Game 2 of this 3-game set by a final score of 5-1, and Lucas Giolito in his first career start earns the victory, a complete game, 1-run effort. So really good performance out of him, and we will see shortly he gets player of the game, and we'll see some of his highlights. But you can take a look at the Nationals celebrating. So the Phillies started out the season by sweeping the Atlanta Braves in the first 3 games of the season. We end up dropping the next 2 to the Nationals. So right now we stand at 3-2, hoping, like I said, to stay competitive this year. I think, you know, realistic goal, 75 to 80 wins, something along those lines. I mean, we won, I think, 71 games last year, or maybe it was just 70. So it wouldn't really take that much improvement. Now, you know, part of the thinking in that is that we're picking up guys like Bautista and Cliff Lee, but really in an ideal world, we'd probably deal those guys off at the deadline anyway. So, you know, in reality, it's more important that we continue to just sort of collect assets and, you know, build up our core and really try to make an effort for next year and beyond. So, anyway, that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'm out. Peace.